Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to the channel. Sarah here. We're going to do a reading for you today for the week of October 20th to the 26th, 2025. Keep in mind, Sagittarius, this is just a general reading, so take only what resonates and leave out what does not. If you're interested in having a personal reading done with me, you can visit my website, lionessmoonintuitivetarot.com. All right. So as always, Sagittarius, feel free to delegate the energies where you see fit. If I say I am talking about you, I could be talking about somebody who you are dealing with and vice versa. Same goes to you, cross-watcher. So today we're going to do a general energy check-in for October 20th to the 26th. Let's cut this deck in 3, so mote it be. All right. So this person's energy towards you is the Hermit in reverse. Just their energy. The Hermit in reverse, major for Virgo. Their perception of you, the King of Wands in reverse. King of Wands in reverse is court card for Leo. But I mean, it could be any fire sign, right? That's often how it's read. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, it is officially Leo. Their behavior and actions towards you, the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, court card for Libra. And interesting. Okay. And your energy towards them, the Three of Cups, Mercury in Cancer. This seems very different than what I'm used to seeing for you guys. I'm reading your person's energy. It looks somehow that either this person is feeling very isolated and alone, or they're actually taking on victim mentality when it comes to something and they feel like they have to set a boundary of some sort. This person is seeing you as the King of Wands in reverse, so please don't shoot the messenger, but the King of Wands in reverse can be, and please feel free to reverse this if it is the other way around, can be a little bit grandiose, or it could just have something to do with fidelity issues. So somebody may be feeling like there's been some sort of victimization regarding fidelity issues. It looks like you're wanting to come together in celebration with whoever this is, with the Three of Cups. What is the challenge is the Ace of Pentacles. The challenge has something to do with an opportunity, which we are going to clarify. The advice is the Eight of Cups in reverse. Eight of Cups is Saturn in Pisces. There's something about a return to something, and the outcome is the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is court card for Cancer. The overall energy of this reading is the Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles is Mars in Capricorn. So we're going to figure out how it is that all of this culminates to equal something to do with the Three of Pentacles here. And we will, at the end of the reading, take a look at its influencing energies. So the Three of Pentacles has to do with collaboration, cooperation, maybe coming to an agreement or a settlement. This could have something to do with an actual work situation. So let's get started, Sagittarius. So we've got the Hermit in reverse as this person's energy. Can we get something on this Hermit in reverse? We've got the Magician. And the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. The World in reverse. The High Priestess. And the Four of Pentacles. This person feels stuck, is what I'm seeing. Whoever this is feeling stuck in a situation where there's a dependency, like a codependency. So this may not be energy towards you. It could be, though, if you're in some sort of dependency or codependent situation, it could be towards you, or this just could be the situation that they're in, because now this is looking a little bit more like what I'm used to seeing for you guys. Not that I want to see the same reading over and over again. It's just, this person is feeling isolated, and I'm almost getting that they may have taken on some level of victim mentality here with the Hermit in reverse. The Hermit in reverse is often a card to me as the reader here, is somebody who is a major for Virgo, so it has taken on more unhealthy traits of that sign. So maybe making their own karma here, but taking on victim mentality, meaning that there's no real understanding of their own role in their own karma. So there's no real accountability. They just see the situation as victimizing them in some way, like they are just a victim of reality, and not understanding what it is that they need to do in order to take the reins and figure out how to get themselves out. That's what I'm seeing here. It looks like it is due to some sort of dependency, or like this person just looks like they may have a lack of confidence here with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Now, it does look like this person is caught up in a pattern here with the World in reverse. There's something that still needs to close out with whoever this is. This may be somebody who you're not talking to with the High Priestess. There's silence here. So I'm seeing the High Priestess, the Hermit in reverse, somebody who you are not talking to. This person may be feeling like there's unfinished business with you, because they may feel like there has been a missed opportunity. All right, let's get more on this Hermit in reverse. Can you tell us, actually I like doing it like this. Can you tell us more about this Hermit in reverse? We've got new chapter. So it does look like this person is kind of, just be aware that if they are caught up in a situation that's been very detrimental to their mental health, that they themselves are not really taking accountability for this. They think that it's the outside world that's doing this to them. They are ready to move on to something new. It looks like this person may feel like they've missed an opportunity with you. Their consequence, though, of moving on to this new chapter is the Chaos card is the equivalent to the Tower for me. So they may have to stir up their life a little bit in order to move on to a new chapter. But it looks like whatever this new chapter is may involve you in some way. Can we get more? Just be aware that there's this energy of not taking accountability here. This person feels like you will be together again. So this person, that is how it's being read. So at first I was like, uh-oh, is this going to be like my Virgo reading this week? That one was harsh. I will wait for, they're waiting. So whoever this is still waiting. They may be in isolation. The Hermit is in reverse. They're dependent. There's a codependency going on. They are wanting to be together. They're trying to manifest you. So you are very much at the forefront of this person's consciousness at the moment. Your energy is the Three of Cups. You may be just ready to friend zone this person for some of you. Out jumps the High Priestess. That's really amazing energy, Sagittarius. And the Sun. So there's something about whoever this is that you already have been picking up on intuitively. There's something. Okay, so we've got the Four of Swords. That it is showing that there's silence between the two of you. So here's what I've got. There's something that you have been enlightened to, It may just be because you're following your intuition. And now what that actually means, if we can articulate this in a way that we can try to understand it, is that there's already been some sort of evidence that you're picking up on with this person, where you're realizing, you know what, I'm willing to be this person's friend right now, but there are questionable, there's something that's very questionable about this situation, because it's showing up that this person may have been dishonest with you, and it doesn't look like their circumstances have really changed. So it looks like whoever this is caught up in another situation that's holding them back from, we do see the Four of Pentacles, which is often a holding back card. Something about them being held back from moving towards you. You are recognizing something about something dishonest about this person due to the evidence that has been presented to you. So it looks like you're still willing to have some sort of, friendship here, but I don't know. So out jumps unexpected outcome. So there was something that you had experienced with this person where whatever it was turned out to be you weren't expecting. Maybe this person ghosted you. It just looks like there was something here where there was some sort of dishonesty. We saw that King of Swords in reverse. And it looks like you're now going to be a little less likely to let them in the same way. You are feeling connected to this person still. There is a soul tie here. But it looks like this person may be somebody who has proven to you that with the Reciprocity card, that they cannot be counted on to be trusted here. Okay, we saw that specifically in that department, because I did see the King of Swords in reverse. So let's get a little bit more on this for Sagittarius. You speak to me through music. Some of you may feel like it's showing up that the two of you are in a moment of silence, period of silence with each other. So it looks like maybe through other outlets. It could just be that you're watching a reading on them. That often that speak to me through music is just online stuff. So it could just be through a reading. It could actually be, though, that you hear a song and that song reminds you of this person. And if you haven't really considered that, I do it all the time, especially on my commute to work. I throw on YouTube music and I say, talk to me, and I'll get messages through the music that just comes on. So it is showing up that you do have this person heavily on your mind, and that is part of the reason why the two of you are always connected. So this person you're mirroring each other. So the fact that so if you have this person on your mind, this person has you on their mind, you may be dreaming about each other. We see the High Priestess, so that could represent dreams as well. They see you as the king. I asked how they see you. We see the King of Wands in reverse. Why is this King of Wands in reverse here? Okay, no, there's the Queen of Cups. I was like, why? Okay. Okay. This person sees you as somebody who's going to be very forgiving of the energy that they have brought forth to this situation. And we also see the Queen of Pentacles. So I'm seeing an energy of somebody. So this is either you or them, depending on I'm getting that this is the person here. The person who you're dealing with is the one who's connected to something right now that's holding them back. I'm seeing an energy of somebody here. The King of Wands in reverse is somebody who may have fidelity issues. They are connected to somebody else right now. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, could be an earth sign that they're connected to, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. The Queen of Pentacles is specifically Capricorn. I'm seeing, though, that this person does see you as the Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups is a very beautiful and loving energy. She's over here. Now, let's not get caught up on the genders. It is just an energy. But in the outcome, we do see this Queen of Cups. Just be aware that this person sees you as somebody who may be very forgiving of their potential perceivable flaws here. It is showing up that this person has neglected you. They're recognizing this is their perception of you. They want to come in and reconcile with you after they neglected you in some way. The Knight of Cups is my neglect, in reverse is my neglect card. So it does look like this person wants to come in and towards you in a lot, like in a probably physical, intimate way. Now, we do see the Seven of Wands in reverse here. That does represent something to do with boundaries that have been overstepped. So I'm tapping into this person's perception of you. This person is perceiving the situation, knows that they neglected you, and that they want to try and reconcile here. They're also recognizing that there's been an overstepping of boundaries here because of the fact that they may have done this before. Let's get more on this. King of Wands in reverse. They feel like they've missed an opportunity, which we saw already. They missed an opportunity. And they are seeing, they may feel like you're longing for them. It looks like they miss you though, but there's isolation. So that would be why the Hermit is in reverse. This person is feeling isolated right now. But if you also notice, it says self-inflicted. That's always how I read that Hermit in reverse, is somebody who is doing something to themselves and often not taking any accountability for it. They're just seeing it as, I'm a victim of my circumstances. So that's kind of what's going on right now with this person. Can we get more on this? King of Wands in reverse. It's saying here that this person feels like you know that they are not the one for you. I look into the more deep meaning of it based on the other energies. It says we both know I'm not the one for you. This person believes that you don't believe that they are the one for you because they overstepped a boundary with you. So now they know that after neglecting you and wanting to reconcile, there's a possibility that you might not want anything to do with them. And so they feel like they've missed an opportunity here, even though it looks like they miss you a lot. They are thinking about you a lot. So many things remind me of you shows up at the bottom of the deck. So their behavior and actions, we've got the Queen of Swords here. We've got the Six of Pentacles showing up here and the Eight of Cups in reverse. So that is your advice also here with the so we do see the Eight of Cups in reverse. The Three of Pentacles in reverse. The Nine of Swords in reverse. So this person is connected to something else right now, which we've already established. They're overcoming the fear to return to you. With the Nine of Swords in reverse to the Eight of Cups in reverse, they're overcoming a fear to return to you, is what I'm seeing here. Now, they are also, so it looks like in order to return to you, they would have to eliminate this other energy. Or at least that's what I'm seeing in your energy is, yeah, you know what? I'm willing to continue having some sort of connection with this person because I do feel very strongly for them. But right now, they've already proven to me that they don't deserve to have me in the same way that they want to have me. So they're going to have to be my friend and prove to me that they deserve to have me in this way first. First, by proving that they're willing to eliminate this other energy that they've been distributing their energy to, as well as to me. And it turns out that in the past, this person has proven that I get neglected. They choose the other person, probably due to, we see the other person is showing up as probably a committed relationship, something attached to their material stability. It does look like this person has feelings for you. Like real feelings. It does look like this person is showing up. There's an acknowledgement that you two are in silence, but feels like during the period of time that the two of you have been in silence, that the choice that they had made is proving to be a waste of time, because they're really getting nothing in return for their investment choosing this other energy. Okay, so can we get more on this Queen of Swords? Reciprocity. So we do see the Six of Pentacles. Let's see here. Intimacy. This person, okay, so this is the thing. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing. This person may be actually craving mutual respect, unity, and closeness. They may have felt like they got that from you, and that's why you're weighing so heavily on their mind, and it looks like it's reciprocated. I think the two of you are maybe telepathically communicating with each other. If that's the case, that's a real thing. But it does look like this person wants that. That's probably why you're coming in as the Queen of Cups. But there is this element of envy that's involved here, because, so this person, when we've got envy showing up and we've got two different energies, this technically puts these two energies, if they both want the same thing, kind of at war with each other. And so I'm seeing in your energy, though, Sagittarius, that you're like, no, I'm not getting involved in this right now. I'm not choosing to get involved in any drama. I'm willing to be their friend, but I'm not going to get caught up in any of this drama right now. So it does look like this person is wanting something more from it's looking like they're really in their feelings about something to do with the life they're choosing to have. They're waiting. They're still showing up as waiting for you, waiting for a sign from you. They're saying you were the best thing in their life. There's something that you brought to their life that felt good and wholesome to them, and it has to do with actual intimacy here. So we've got the Ace of Pentacles in the challenge position. There's something about, okay, so the challenge has to do with an opportunity. We've got the Three of Wands and the Moon in reverse. So the challenge, okay, so here's what I've got, okay? The challenge here is that you have an opportunity in the future. They're waiting. It continues to show up that this person isn't budging right now. I mean, they're in the Hermit in reverse energy. Now, it does look like there's this energy of waiting with the Three of Wands, but eventually when this person does come towards you, there is an opportunity. Now there's something that has already been brought to light here. With the Moon in reverse, we see the Sun in your energy, so I'm reading it as your energy. This is your challenge, is that when they come towards you, we need to follow our intuition here, meaning there's already been evidence to prove what happens when we don't follow your intuition is on point here, is what I'm seeing in terms of friend zoning here. Because there's something about not actually moving forward with the Chariot in reverse. It could end up becoming a failure because this person isn't treating you with respect. We see the Queen of Wands in reverse. Now, this person sees you as the Queen of Cups, but the way they're treating you is the way you would treat somebody who has self-love deficit disorder. And that's why this person is seeing you as being so forgiving. You're going to forgive them. You're going to have compassion for them. They're going through a really hard time. you know? And so it looks like there is a potential here that the past could be repeated. We do see the Two of Pentacles. They still have the other energy. They're not being honest with that King of Swords in reverse. Can we get more on this Ace of Pentacles, please? Damage. So there could be damage done if you jump on, if there's an offer, if an offer comes in before they have proven that they're completely disconnected, damage can be done here because of being in a state. So I'm getting that there's a state of confusion here. I'm getting that this person is recognizing something about what happened before, where it's almost like they chose another energy, they neglected you, they're longing for you. It looks like they want this mutual respect and intimacy in their life. Intimacy is not usually physical contact. It can be expressed that way, but usually we want to develop that first, right? You want to develop the actual intimacy that you can develop in a friendship and then move to that next level. I know, like, I'm sure people want to blacklist me for being so traditional, but I think that there may be something to this more traditional way of doing things. This person still might be confused as to how, we won't, psychopath. Most people aren't a psychopath, obviously, but I think that these, these adjectives that are on this card are very relevant, unpredictable. This person is not awakened to the fact that what they're doing here when they mistreat you the way they did is abusive and unpredictable. Like, this person isn't awakened to that part of themselves. So just, there's something about setting, I think about setting an appropriate boundary here. This person does want to come in and share something with you. I wish I could share my good news with you. They do, when they do come in to talk to you, they're going to admit that they know they crossed a line, or there is a possibility that if you move, we have to look more deeply into this card, okay? There is a potential that what they did, it's showing up for a lot of you that this person has already proven to you. I see it with the High Priestess here, that they crossed a line. They did cross a line. Now, they may be hoping that you missed that. Because you're so compassionate and loving towards them, maybe you just didn't pick up on the fact that they've crossed a line. And the reason why I'm seeing it that way is because they're showing up as confused. That what they did was showing up as pretty abusive here, conniving, unpredictable. So it's not their intention to be that way, but I think that's why we have to hold people accountable when they're asleep. So we've got the Eight of Cups in reverse as your advice. That's a return card, returning to something here. We've got the Four, they might return home. We've got the Temperance, which is your energy. We got the Four of Wands, Temperance, there's a return. Because we've got the Nine of Cups in reverse, the Star in reverse, the Knight of Cups in reverse, there's neglect. Yeah, they're going to go, there's a very high potential spirits trying to say here that what happened before could potentially happen again. Make sure that if there is indeed an offer from this person, because it looks like they genuinely want something real with you, but they're willing to just come in for immediate gratification and move back to home. There's return home. The Eight of Cups in reverse to the Four of Wands is return home and get back into try to reconcile with you, but I'm getting reconcile with an energy that they're not really getting along with very well. They're completely dissatisfied here, but it's because of, and they're willing to go back to it because whoever this is has not had the epiphany that they have to have. That's why they're in this state of confusion in order to do what is in their own greater good. And so they're unconsciously abusing other energies in order to get immediate gratification. Can we get more on this Eight of Cups in reverse? Yeah, we do. Okay, so we do see that there's an exploration of possibilities. This person's coming in to explore possibilities here. You are being protected here. You two are in. So here's what I've got, okay? The two of you are in no contact right now because there's something you need to awaken to. Spirit wants to make sure, Holy Spirit, the something in some other dimension, some entity, could be Archangel Michael, wants you to know what you have to do to protect yourself first before getting yourself caught up in another situation where you could get hurt again by this person, because this person is meant to wake up to something, okay? And you're the one who's meant to be holding them accountable. So this is showing up right now that I'm almost getting that the spiritual dimension is saying it would be too much of a gamble for this person to come into your life right now, because this may still be a risk that they are going to. The Queen of Wands in reverse showed up in the challenge here. So there's something about them mistreating you, okay? And they don't even realize they're doing it. They're just, I'm going to go home. Can we get more on this? I couldn't let you get close to me. Just be aware when we see that card, So they want the intimacy, but they're not willing to do what they have to do to actually get it. Getting intimate with this person is going to mean that you're going to get to know aspects about their personality that they might be trying to hide from you, okay? That's how I read that card. It's showing up that they know exactly what they're doing. But it is also showing up that they're confused. It might be you who knows exactly what they're doing. But the Spirit might want to make sure you do know exactly what they're doing before they get to come in, because your role in this movie is to teach them something here. I don't think necessarily full-blown rejection, but yeah, if you really want intimacy from me, you're going to have to prove to me that you're not connected to this other energy. I'm not doing this with you again, is what I'm seeing. In the end, we've got this Queen of Cups. I'm reading that as you, Sagittarius. There's the missed opportunity. And there's that Ten of Pentacles. There's the Hierophant. This person stays in their committed relationship. They're going to miss an opportunity here because they're coming in with passion, and it looks like that might be all they're coming in for. But it does look like it's showing up here so strongly that if you do not reject this person, it may be a full-blown rejection. There is going to be something that's going to be unfair that happens to you. You're being protected right now. Your separation from this person's energy is protection. This person is meant to see you as the one who got away, is how I'm reading it. Or at least, and if you aren't the one who gets away, there's something that they're supposed to be awakening to, because they're not, if you give in to them, they're going to always see you as the Queen of Wands in reverse, and they're meant to be seeing you for who you really are. When you're in separation, this person recognizes you as the Queen of Cups energy. Obviously, you don't have to be a woman to be the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is compassionate, loving, empathetic, somebody who is kind of vulnerable to be taken advantage of, to be honest. And I feel like this person knows that. They're showing up as a cheater, two-faced, but they are, and it's because they're not dealing with something that's causing them to be feeling like they're suffering. They're suffering in silence, meaning they're not being honest with anybody as to why it is that they're miserable. So they're trying to get a thrill here. But it is showing up, Sagittarius, that your destiny here, with the Queen of Cups showing up in the outcome, is to reject this energy, that's this person who is coming in to mistreat you. It's not something that is conscious, but you are meant to be rejecting them. They will feel like they have missed out on an opportunity because they're going to realize that they've missed out on somebody who they could have had that true closeness with. This person may mistaken physical passion with actual intimacy. So can we get a little bit more on this Queen of Cups before we close this out? It says, I don't react when people mention you. So this is one of those cards where I'm reading this as if you get yourself involved with this person in this way too quickly, this is going to be if this is a repeat of the past, this is going to be somebody who pretends like you had nothing to do, they had nothing to do with you, is what I'm seeing here. And they're going to mess up everything. So let's take a look at the overall energy and its influences. We've got the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, this person is very attracted to you. It makes sense. You would be coming in as the Queen of Wands here, your fire sign. The Three of Pentacles, and where they are showing up as very codependent with the King of Pentacles in reverse. And they're not facing the truth about something. There's a confusion. They're not facing the truth about something about themselves right now. But it does look like they want to come in and settle something with you. They are very attracted to you. So it is showing up that whoever this isn't budging right now. But you two are holding each other very strongly at the forefront of each other's consciousness, and usually based on natural law, first principle, mentalism, and then cause and effect, the sixth. You will bring in what you're thinking about. You can think it here, you can hold it here, right? So Sagittarius, that is your reading for the week of October 20th to the 26th. Thank you so much for all of your support, your likes, your shares, and your subscribes. And until I read you again, take care and bless.